Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Alienware Summer's End Cup. This is our final quarterfinal. It's a single elimination format. All matches are best of 3, and we're in the thick of it with Power Rangers trailing the Ninjas in Pajamas 1-0, hoping that they can force that deciding game 3. NiP looking for a win here, and then they would move on to face Golden Boys. We've had some upsets with 4 Clovers and Fuven Young's, God, I'm butchering it again, knocking out Vega in Alliance, who probably came in as slight favorites. So with that said, we've got a draft underway here, and we will have Funky Mad joining me in just a moment to lend his insight. Looks like he's got to fix something on his end real quickly. But as soon as we can, we'll bring him into the draft. So with that said, let's review where we are right now in the draft. First overall pick went to Power Rangers. This time around, removing that clockwork of Jonas Fan, which did so much work. Let's see what the trade-off will be here. So they get the Bounty Hunter first pick. NiP now into the Phantom Lancer, Queen of Pain. And with that, it looks like we do have Seb back on the line. Seb, how you doing?
10 seconds
Yep.
remaining.
Hello. Sorry about the delay. Had to run the anti-DDoS program.
Oh, that's a banned word. We don't use the word DDoS. We don't want to give them attention, but fortunately, nothing bad happening right now.
It doesn't work. Most of the players have.
Let's be honest. They're gonna do it anyway, whether or not you give them attention. But
it's going away. It's going away. It's soon the end of the year. It was last year. It's fast.
It seems like
it
seems like most players are getting better at protecting themselves as well. So
yeah, it's important. I feel like it's part of being professionals. I'd say to be able to, just corner whatever dumb moves people go for sometimes. But yeah.
Okay, so draft is pretty well underway, Seb. Very quickly, what are like the big points that stand out to you as we're now 7 picks in?
The Winter Wyvern ban in both games, I feel it's a very good ban. On Dire, against Dire teams, it's very good at fighting for Roche. I mean, all this AoE for in front of the Roche pit, very scary to face. First big bounty, a hero we haven't seen so much. It's usually banned, so I really like the follow-up picks. So they picked Co-op right away after. So first of all, they look to favor Co-op, but Co-op Bounty is such a scary combo because when you play with Bounty, the heroes carry when you have a gap closer, such as Co-op. Ember is one of them, I guess. Basically, a Bounty scanning your support, for example, doesn't do so much, but if you know that the Co-op can blink on you at any point, or your Dazzle or your Tusk or whatever support you're playing, it's actually scary, just roam or just run for runes. Just Bounty becomes so much scarier when you know that there could be this Co-op backup. So I like that NiP picked the Co-op. It's a bit of a counter pick, a block pick, I feel. The PL first phase, something I don't like. It's strong, but I don't like it because I hate PL, but I hate playing against PL, but definitely viable first phase.
You and Pyrian Flex would get along great with not liking PL, but I think he just likes him for other reasons.
In the right hands, that hero is it's so scary to face. Like in the hands of, I don't know, Matumba Man, Pasha, those players, it's so scary to face their PLs, but whatever. The Shaker corner pick against PL, great hero to have. You need lockdown, you just need AoE, just to know which PL is real. And you need AoE that with decent cooldown, I'd say, because obviously if you have one AoE spell, like cooldown for example, and just doubles, then you're back to square zero, like square one rather, so. Ooh. And that's the classic NiP, the Dazzle Axe or the Axe Omni. Honestly, I think Jonas Fan is probably one of the best, if not the best Axe player that's around.
I was actually going to say something very similar. His Axe is really impressive.
I don't think I've ever seen his Axe being a non-factor in a game. Like, he's always getting huge calls, and him and Yoki were for quite some time the best Axe players, but obviously Yoki now transitioned to the mid lane in another team, so it's only Jonas Fan remaining.
This is a really good Axe game as well. There's already 3 melee heroes here.
It's a really nice Axe game, I feel, especially because the Tusk is also, with those initiators, those AoE initiators that are sort of initiators, but having a guy that just goes in randomly to just force them to reveal their position is so important. Like, you play this Axe and you have this Tusk that's just gonna walk in, snowball on some guy randomly just to set up for the Axe. Like, what are they gonna do? Either they turn on the Tusk and then Axe gets like the best call of his life, or they just let Tusk do whatever and just start stunning some dude. So it's so important having those, like, you know, easy, like just casual initiation. It's so important for heroes such as Axe. I don't know, you could count whatever, Magnus, even Enigma, you know, those heroes that have really good AoE control. It's very important to have some guy to open the fight for you. You don't want to jump in first with Axe, or unless you know it's a secured kill and a secured fight.
And now he can be aggressive if he wants, because he's got the Dazzle backup, the Tusk save, and, you know, maybe he doesn't even need a fast Blink Dagger. The Snowball is a pretty decent way to get into the fights safely. And Power Rangers, they rounded off with a 4th melee hero. They get the Bloodseeker picked up. Man, how do you envision their laning stage going here?
I really don't like Power Rangers draft. I think it's... I prefer NiP's draft way more. I think it's way more balanced. I'll explain myself. Like, first of all, when you run Bloodseeker, I really feel like you need an offlane that pressures. Like, they kind of felt forced to pick that Shaker versus PL, which is understandable, but you're gonna, like, your bounty, you're roaming, you have a Shaker in your offlane. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't pressure at all. Like, you don't even want to be there, actually, with your bounty hunter, because that Shaker is just useless. And now they just picked Bloodseeker into Axe. I don't know how that lane can go, but I'm pretty sure that Axe Dazzle can crush this Bloodseeker on the lane. I mean, the thing is that he has a Skyrath, and he has a bounty to help him, so we'll see how that goes. That bottom lane is going to be interesting. It's going to decide a lot in the early game, for sure. Because Axe is also one of those heroes... you know, you're playing Axe versus Bounty, I don't feel like going jungle is an option. Bounty is just going to be there, it's going to lead to your experience, so Axe kind of needs to have a good lane. So there's going to be a dual Bounty versus Axe in this game.
All right, let's see what the bounty can get done. It does feel like J4 especially has to have a big impact here on the bounty hunter. So we'll introduce the teams now. We'll get game number 2 underway. NiP is leading this BO3 series 1-0. One more game, they'll move on, and they will at that point secure themselves some prize money in the Alienware Summer's End Cup. So we've got J4 on the bounty hunter. We'll have Cheshire Cat as the offlane Shaker. Ditya Ra going to be taking the Ember Spirit, and to the mid lane he goes. Looks like Big Num may support him here early on the Skyrath, and if so, that would leave Jackal to his own devices as a safe lane Bloodseeker, while over on the other side, you've got NiP, the ninjas in pajamas, Limp on the Queen of Pain, Handskin going to be handling the Tusk, Seal Kid the Dazzle, Era the PL, and Yonosum Fun actually not going to the enemy offlane. It seems he will get the safe lane for him.
And actually, that's very interesting. It's going to be Axe Agent versus Shaker and triple offensive. That's such a strong lane. Tusk, Dazzle, PL, that's such a scary lane. This Bloodseeker is not going to have a good time. I feel like they could even have laned the Bloodseeker mid. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really interested to see the matchup top. Cheshire Cat, to me, is one of the best players, honestly, on offlane. I think that guy is really underrated right now. He's so stable and so very, very skilled. I'm really looking forward to see that lane top. 2 great players on 2... I feel like if Shaker goes for the build you talked about, like if he uses Max's Ancient Totem and Aftershock, I think it's possible for him to do fine, or even maybe win the lane if Axe is not careful enough. So we'll see if that happens.
Yeah. For now, the level 1 Fissure on Bounty Hunter does come mid. They did not give a Sentry here to Limp. Do you reckon that's just because they're expecting like a weaker hero mid, and so they don't think they need the Sentry, or what's the reasoning?
I guess that could be one of the reasons.
It's just, I feel like every bounty game, I always see like the Sentry Ward dual mid lane. You know, both teams have them. People are using tangos to eat sentries as quickly as possible, but yeah, I guess he's going to be left alone now, so maybe it doesn't matter in the end.
Yeah, I really feel like he needs a Sentry mid. I'm not sure why he doesn't have one. They want a D ward, it looks like, because they're really afraid. They're going to focus on the bottom lane with the bounty, it looks like. But so maybe they feel like Bounty's not going to be mid.
Cheshire Cat, got to be careful here. Almost took a couple of spins, but just barely able to walk away before the spin started occurring. As Jackal also will scout out Handskin there, dual laning mid and bottom now. So early on, your Ember Spirit having an okay time of it. Limp actually running really low on regen. Only has 1 tango, doesn't quite have the bottle, and it might be something J4 looks to snipe. We'll see if he can get his grubby little paws on it. Could be huge if he does.
Yeah, he's gonna try to snipe the courier. And it's a good play. The supports are locked on bottom, so it's gonna be tricky for the co-op to get that courier. He's gonna have to run all the way back.
Yeah, and once in a while, you know, I have seen players get a little bit careless. They run the courier out, you know, maybe to deliver an early set of tangos and forget there's a bounty in the game. Oh, meanwhile, top, Cheshire Cat barely getting away from Jonas and Fawn here. As bottom lane, they also look to go in on Jackal with the Lance. Now the Snowball, bringing in the Dazzle. The heal bomb's coming. Oh, that's going to hurt. The shards are there as well. Skywrath trying desperately to turn this. Handskin will end up getting out. Tanks the tower for a bit. Will survive. And, well, you expected this lane to be difficult, Seb, and so far, even with the Skywrath, it is.
Yeah. It's such a tough lane for the Bloodseeker, honestly. I don't think he can survive this lane.
Is there a way to? Is there a Is there a way they can switch the lanes up, or are they kind of stuck with this? Do you think?
No, they're stuck. They're completely stuck. Actually, I don't think there is any lane switching option for them. They could turn it with the bounty and I mean, I don't know. They could turn it with bounty and a good silence from Bloods.
Did you want?
Yeah, they don't even have to dive. They can just sit here and like PL out farms the bounty. I don't know. I just feel like it's a really tough lane. I think they should sack the Bloodseeker. I think even this Kairos should be looking to roam. I don't think the Bloodseekers... He can just come back, farm jungle, get levels. I don't know. I don't feel like there's a way to salvage the bottom lane.
Well, if there's not a way to salvage it, they're in danger here, because Axe is free farming the safe lane. The Queen of Pain, even mid, but that's with the harassment of the Bounty Hunter here early, and then, of course, PL just dominating bottom incredibly hard. This is... I'm not sure what J4 can do. Like, he pressured mid early. There was no sentry. He didn't get a courier snipe, but that's not really something you can count on, and I don't think he would have anyway, as it looked like the Queen of Pain did back off to grab the bottle. Who do you harass? You could try to go on the Axe, but you may just die attempting to pressure Jonas some fun. Feels like his options are limited.
Double melee on Axe is not the way to go.
Yeah, he's got Tranquil Boots and a Stout Shield. I mean, good luck. I wish them all the best, but they're going to need a... Maybe this. Maybe the Skywrath can rotate. 3-hero commitment for Jonas and Fun. But he runs away. He dodges out, and the ping comes. I think they're calling the Skywrath missing.
NiP are very disciplined. Like, their map awareness is... maybe someone's making the calls, but their map awareness is honestly very good. Like, it's really hard for PR in both games to actually find those... I wouldn't say they're obvious. I mean, they're obvious to a certain extent in the sense that, I mean, Bloodseeker is not getting anything, Skywrath is just leeching speed, so he's missing. Obviously, he's going to try to gank, but it never works versus NiP, it feels. It works sometimes versus other teams, and I say that they've actually found the Axe.
Uh-oh, the TP comes in, they do get a big fissure, the Enchant Totems start coming out, they suck him in, the Snowball, and jump right onto Cheshire Cat, committing Jonas and Fun rather heavily for this. J4 is going to jump back in, try to finish him off, but another heal comes out. They're just not, he's not dying easily, he's not even getting that many spins this fight. First dunk is a success. It's a double for Jonas and Fun, and you mentioned discipline. My God, they were quick on those TPs.
Disaster. That was really a problem, especially because that Axe, like, he got a double kill, so he's gonna get a fast blink, and we said it's a really good Axe game. So I don't know. I feel like, and it's not a random Axe player like Jonas and Fun. You don't want to give him a double kill that early into the game.
He's already got 1,300 gold. Oh boy.
Oh my God.
And they have four melee heroes. This is just such. This is the dream Axe game. Oh. Jonas and Fawn may get out of control again, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And he has so much backup. Like, he has the co-op burst damage, the heal bomb with Dazzle. He can really snowball this game. It's gonna be tough for PR, and they have Shaker to counter initiate, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, they don't have like that Dazzle type hero or Wyvern to help keep someone alive, really. It's just hopefully a Bloodright in the right position and a Fissure, but that's really stretching it. And on top of this, Med, they're winning the lanes as well. All three of the top CS heroes are on NiP's side.
That's really my issue here. My issue is that, so your first big bounty, when you play with that bounty position 4, you want to have better lanes, because if they do have stronger lanes, your bounty is just useless. It's just a hero running around leeching XP. Like, there's nothing he can get right now, and honestly, I don't even think it's on him. Like, who is he supposed to gank? Is he supposed to gank a co-op mid? Like, that's not gonna happen. Like, he can probably harass the co-op a bit, but then again, what for? He's just gonna leech XP for Ember, and as soon as he goes away from the lane, Ember is not gonna dominate co-op one-on-one anyway, and he's gonna gank an Axe safe lane with the Dazzle like import. He's gonna gank a tri lane that's insanely strong, and he doesn't have any backup from his teammates, so you can't really draft weaker lanes when you play that bounty position for it. That's how I feel about it, and this game proves it again.
Uh-oh. Jackal in a bit of trouble here. Does drop the Bloodright to cover his retreat, but he's been forced off into the woods, and they're going to find Big Num as well. This is a hero they might be able to kill if they want to quit the shards. Have to be worried about the TP rotations. Axe and Queen of Pain. Oh,
TP top
they're
from
also
Emperor.
going on top, but Jonas and Fan has picked up a Vitality booster. They're going to have to commit everything to bring him down. Will the TPs come in time? Echo Slam, the whole kit and caboodle. They do get the job done. And even force
That's
out
such
a
a
TP.
big kill for PR. That was the best kill they could get in this game. I mean, maybe even better than the co-op mid.
And
they
it's
also
not an
delayed a blink.
expected gank, right? Because he's had a good start. He has a Vit booster. So he's thinking, like, there's no way I can die here. But there is a way if
That's
they
such a
commit
nice rotation
everything.
from PR. Yeah, great rotation from the Ember.
They may lose this bottom tower. Maybe the Skywrath as well, though. As Queen of Pain's going to come and start cutting the wave. They'll waste no time in getting aggressive. They're scouting with the Sigil. Big Num. Oh, TP's out. Let's see if there's a trade for
Good
Power
TP.
Rangers.
Bloodseeker TP'd back as well to the jungle, be able to farm. I mean, he's having a rough game, but again, it's a Bloodseeker, so he can just do like what he's doing right now. Just jungle, try to get some levels, but it's a stacked camp, so it's not easy for him to farm it actually. He's gonna have to chill a bit or he's gonna die.
That was 1,000 gold swing, by the way. That one kill. It looks like.
Yeah, that was a huge kill.
That's how far down they were.
And
They were
who got
down
it?
4k gold at
Shaker.
mid lane. Jumping onto Limp. Looks like the Queen of Pain will be caught out. Great rotations. Power Rangers just finding these pickoffs that they desperately need to stay in the game.
Yeah, two great kills, honestly. Like, yeah.
They're just
very,
moving
very nice
so
kills.
well.
I mean, that is. Yeah, they are, and it's not easy rotations because they were so far behind after the early laning phase. So really great moves, and top lane they're very aggressive. He might die. No, actually
Jonas
he's gonna
and Fon's in
survive.
pretty far. They do get the call off. The chop is available, but he gets fissured. He can't get it off yet. Now the Blood Right's coming in. Oh, we'll silence him. Jonas and Fon just going to stand there. Now the Grave. Might as well try to do what you can now, my friend. He's got the call, misses. Looking for the dunk. Won't happen. Jackal heals himself right back up. A third kill going the way of Power Rangers as they claw themselves back into this game. Queen of Pain, fed up, is going to jump in and at least retaliate here mid.
Really nice deny from the Bloodseeker actually, so avoiding him to die. But I mean, those two kills on Axe are so crucial. Like we said earlier in the game, he had almost blink. I mean, obviously he didn't go for it because he had a good game and he's going for the Vanguard. But like he's so shut down. He had the same goal pretty much like 4 minutes ago. So great kills on the Axe, honestly, and he's gonna be the playmaker for NiP. So definitely the best targeted killer now.
And he didn't go for a blink, so he won't be able to gank as aggressively here with this early Vit booster pickup. Let's give them a little more breathing room, and crucially, they have track gold, Seb, although, as I say that, Dust will get popped here. J4 on the run. Battle Hunger comes out. He's going to remove the invis, try to escape, but don't know if he makes it out. The Axe just keeps on hunting him. He's almost in chop range already. The Dust is going to wear off soon. They do not have any more detection on the Axe. The Dust cooling down. Snowball in. Call. They do get him. J4 dunked. But they had to commit a lot for that.
Very nice execution, actually. I didn't think of this snowball into call. Really nice execution from them. And with the snowball speed with 2 heroes in, like with the range, just made it. Great move, and Shaker, like those 2 kills. Actually, I don't know, it changed the game completely. Those 2 kills, or on Axe rather. Like the bounty's level 6 only. He was struggling. He had nothing. He's level 6. The Shaker's almost. He has blink actually soon.
Oh no, this
The
could
game is
be,
so much
and he's level 8 as well. This could be really scary for
the
NiP.
game is so much different. Yeah. Such good rotations. Actually saved PR from a complete disaster.
And with track gold, 1 or 2 good fights, you are right back in it. If you're Power Rangers, trying to stave off elimination here. They may get the Shaker caught though. Initial Lance comes in. There's no blink to follow this up from the Axe, of course. Did opt to complete the Vanguard. But they're bringing the whole gang in. They take the tier 1. Looks like they want to fight right now. And they may even push for... No, looks like they'll swing on mid. Potentially getting some
Yeah,
kills
they know
here
that
as
they're
well.
stronger. Like the Bloodseeker is very poor. They probably want to like abuse the fact that Shaker doesn't have blink yet, and they're going for Jakal. He's gonna TP out safely. That's very good for him. Yeah, he was in danger for sure.
PR are split pushing this a bit. They got the Ember going bottom, but it is going to cost them another tower. This is the 3rd tier 1 down, despite the pickoffs. You can see Power Rangers, at least until they get that blink on the Shaker. Tough for them to hold their map control. And now Ditya Ra looks to exchange for the tower bottom, but he may get punished by this. Big Num sweeping around. Guess there's a nice ward down to give him some vision. While elsewhere in the river, and Invis J4 is scouting.
The tower saw him. He ran daytime. The tower sees there. So I don't know if he's aware. He's not aware. And then he's gonna die. Oh, actually,
Ooh, the silence!
Oh, really nice side.
He makes it out. Beautiful.
Great play. Yeah. So yeah, in daytime you can't run there where he did because the tier 2 tower is gonna see you, or you need to run like stick to the left completely.
Look at this. The ward
vision.
wars continue, my friend. The double miss.
Oh god, no.
Oh wow, this is such
Again.
a next level ward.
And I don't know who I was talking to last time, but I think it was with Singh actually. It's PR is really one of those teams that we've noticed not only recently, just like last months or even years. Like they're very innovative with the way they ward, and it's always really hard to like watching PR replays for any team to just see what they bring to the table is very interesting. And again, 3 centuries and no ward phone.
Oh, the blink reveal, finding Handskin mid, slam, jam, and thank you, ma'am. I'll get the job done.
That was an echo.
They do get the
That was
kill.
a lot of hate for the Tusk.
They reveal the blink, though, I guess, so that's the one good thing for NiP.
That's
Well,
such nice timing on Blink after the start he had.
some fun still trying to complete the blink. At 13 minutes, I honestly, the way this game started, I thought he would have like a Crimson Guard and a blink by now. and like 10 kills, but he has been controlled. He's only 3-2-1.
He's gonna have it soon though, and then the game is gonna change completely in favor of NiP, I feel. Because I still feel like that Bloodseeker is far behind.
Yeah, he's got
And
3,800
I
net
don't
worth.
think
He's
it's a
behind his
Bloodseeker game.
off-lane Earthshaker.
Yeah, and I don't think it's an easy Bloodseeker game. I actually think this is one of the toughest Bloodseeker game you can get because they have so much save. He can't. Who's he gonna go for? Like Axe, Quap, PL, Dusk, that's still behind. Like there's no way he goes for any of those cores. So I don't know actually. They need great echoes this game.
Well, they have track now, giving them vision on Jonas Fan. He's very close to his Blink Dagger. Their tier 1 is up, though. They'll begin with the slow. They don't have the Echo Slam available, and I think Power Rangers second guess it as meanwhile top lane, Big Nump being pursued, gets off the silence, preventing the Quap from finishing the job with a Scream, and will TP out. Again, the Skywrath escaping. Dodging bullets.
Yeah. I mean, that Axe is so tanky. Like, what can they do? They just watch
Dust.
him.
Oh, he got eyes on J4 now. Outcome doesn't quite get him with the shards, though. Awkward little start here for NiP. And now the chains, the two. Oh, actually, the fissure connected on the Tusk, but Fan's not afraid. Snowball's going to pick him up, drops him onto J4. The call's there. That prevents the bounty hunter from retreating. And for good measure, they get off another call, but despite it, he will go down in the end anyway. They commit a lot for that. You get the bounty hunter kill. And Era has gone BOT, so now he can join these fights as well.
Again, that Axe is so tanky. With Dazzle behind him, like, I don't see PR taking him down anytime soon. Like, that Axe with Tusk Dazzle, I have no idea how PR is going to deal with it.
And imagine if they get a Solar Crest or even just a Medallion here.
Yeah, such a good item in this game, actually. Like, I don't know. They're going to be in trouble. Like, right now, their NiP is so far ahead right now.
And this is despite great rotation from PR. Better than you normally would expect. They do isolate Limp here, and this time, perhaps that Eul Scepter will come in handy, but no, a fissure from the low ground prevents the retreat. They slice him to bits.
Oh boy.
Dira able to finish the job, and now, Jonas Fan being controlled, but Era's arrived. He's going to join the fight. Dira out of mana here, in a lot of trouble, has no TP scroll. They're going to lose the Ember Spirit, it seems. Potentially more. Blink, call, give him the chop, buddy, and dunk. Oh no, he dodges. Now he's dead. He tried.
Alright, 1-for-1, good TP. The Blink Dagger Axe is revealed, so now PR know that the game is tougher. And he went for Midas again on the Bloodseeker. I think this is actually a good Midas because he really needs a lot of items in this game, and he had a really rough start. And I think he can rely on his Shaker and Ember to create space for him right now. So I feel like that Midas could actually help him have a better game.
He is level 11 now, so he gets the level 2 Rupture, which doubles the damage. Quite important here. We'll see how much running NiP are looking to do this game. But yeah.
Rupture is actually a great spell versus Axe, though. I mean, it's gonna negate completely his initiation potential in fights. So we'll see if that can help them. But I still feel like they lack damage right now, PR. Maybe they're going for a combo like this Ember Bloodseeker in late game with Ember that has Battle Fury, Daedalus, whatever, and with the buff.
Oh, and he gets the
Might
plus
be
damage.
actually
Yeah,
very
that could
scary.
be really good.
Yeah. Yeah, might be very, very scary actually. And it's also a way to not really take the fight versus this Axe Dazzle or whatever. You like Fisher them, just stay in range, like long distance and just harass them, poke them slowly. Could work.
Dude, look at the ward battle. And you know what's funny is this time around they were expecting the ward over here, where I'm Xing on the map.
Yeah.
And again, the ward misses. These teams are just completely flummoxing each
crazy.
other's. Honestly, someone just needs to buy a gem. This is getting ridiculous.
You don't see that often, actually. It's insane. No teams can find the opposite ward. Oh, that's a smoke. Shaker got revealed, but they don't want to fight. They're 5 heroes.
Shards come out. Ra looks like he may be able to get out. They're going to snowball towards the bounty hunter again. It's J4 dusted, now trapped. He's got a TP, but no escape for the little bounty hunter. Oh man.
Honestly, that's fine. Like 5 heroes. Like PR, they were going for a smoke gank, and they ended up facing 5 heroes. So as soon as they realized that, they were like, "Alright, we're not doing this." So bounty was a casualty, but it's not an issue. It's fine.
NiP, they might try to push now. At least put a little pressure on this tower. Or Shaker off on the top side of the map. There's really nobody home here. I think NiP maybe expecting a bit more resistance, but they're going to force the rotation. Now the Axe building towards the Force Staff. He'll start slicing away at the tower. Gets a little nervous and will blink away. While elsewhere, Shaker looking for the potential kill. Dazzle's behind this Queen of Pain though, and he doesn't find the opening.
So Axe is sitting on the ward, so they know.
Yeah, he found Big Num. Where's the spins? Give this man a spin. He's gotten absolutely nothing here, and I guess he doesn't need it. Down goes Big Num.
Yep. Good kill. But on bottom, they might go. Okay, that's scary for Era. They saw him. They have Shaker ready to go. Nah, he's fine. He has drums. No, yeah, he's definitely fine. He's way too fast. They can't catch him.
Unless he sticks around. But they have the ward, so he sees the Shaker.
Okay. He's gonna TP out safely. Good call. I mean, Ember's gonna have Battle Fury soon. Bloodseeker definitely has better farm now. He's looking way better. We'll see. They rely on this Ember Bloodseeker combo right now. I'm pretty sure that's the plan, but I don't know how good it is though. I haven't seen it before.
It sounds like it could be amazing if the game goes like 40, 50 minutes, but it just feels like there's going to be this window before then where NiP are just going to run at you, and it's tough to envision the Ember having enough farm. We'll see though. He's close to the Battle Fury.
Like Ember versus Axe, it's quite scary. Especially that's an Axe Blink 4-step, so he's just going to wait Ember to use his second spell and be ready to call right away after, and it's not so hard to do for Axe, so I feel that Ember is gonna be heavily pressured in teamfights as well, so I don't know. I don't know if they can get away with the combo.
And it's like you said, they don't have like a great defensive hero to save him. Yeah, you can go with the Shaker, but if he's already called, he's still not getting out for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. We'll see. We're looking at big echoes from PR. Like they definitely need that AoE control to save Ember or whatever happens in the fights, but they're gonna go late game PR. They don't want to fight too early, I feel, because NiP is way too strong.
Yeah, NiP is also not in a hurry for now. They're building up their Diffusal Blade on Era. Hand skin, just the basics here, the smoke and utility items. Sealkid did get an urn, and looks like Limp will go towards an Ag. So similar build to what we saw last time. As Era scouts, he's invis, and they drop a Sentry Ward. I think PR may have been smoked here, but unfortunately Era just cut around the trees before they noticed.
He was tracked when he picked up the invis. Oh god, they found the
Snowball, found two. Bloodright was waiting for this though. Will silence Handskin, and then the Queen of Pain commits the ultimate just to get that first kill on the Bloodseeker, and it will be successful. The rest of PR frantically running away.
Yeah, they were trying to bait the PL because he was tracked when he picked up the invis rune, but yeah, that was more than a solo PL, so they have to give the Bloodseeker died. Ember is having a good game though. He has Battle Fury flying now. He keeps on split pushing. He's level 14. Pretty high actually. He's higher level than the Quap. He's having a really good game for now with Ember.
And this is credit to the bounty, helping him out a lot early. And normally Ember versus Quap, Ember doesn't have an easy time against these ranged lane control type heroes. But he's caught up very nice.
I mean, the Ember versus Quap matchup, I feel a lot of players actually like that matchup because you can just slide a fist when Quap uses the poison. But I feel like Lim played it right though. He doesn't max poison at all. He just goes for the scream and right clicks, and it's like you said, it's a tough matchup for Ember regardless.
Yeah, well, now he's got the Battle Fury. Things get easier from here, and even on top of that, a 1,200 gold. Maybe we do see the Bloodseeker just buffing him up and looking for Ember to single-handedly shred NiP. They have a ward now. They do see Queen of Pain, and she blinks in directly on top of J4 where the Earthshaker's waiting. This is a track kill. Power Rangers. A lot of gold in their pockets. Tusk is going in, though. They're not done yet. They have the dust. J4 trying to run away here. There is a Walrus Punch. He's going to get to use it in just a moment, and will end up getting the kill. Era the last hit. As Jonas Fun also chases in. He's got the Blink ready, but it doesn't look like he'll guess the right direction. He blinks north. Skywrath heads a little bit more south and should make it out. Well, maybe not. Cheshire Cat's coming back in. Jonas Fun right around the rosy. Has he really not seen them? I don't think he really. Now the ping comes out, and there you go. Isolating Big Num in the trees. No backup even remotely in position. There's a TP out. Just barely makes it. Can't believe it.
Actually, they couldn't kill him with 4 stuff, actually, my bad. So good decision from them, and that's a lot of respect towards NiP from PR. Like, NiP is one of those teams, they always make sure there are enough people, so they TP. Sometimes they over TP, but like you're never gonna see NiP on outnumbered, so you're pretty sure that if you start diving their tower or killing some guy in the jungle, you're pretty sure they're gonna be 5 there. So as soon as they got the kill on co-op, they just disengage right away, which is definitely the right call versus NiP.
Double damage rune now on Ditiara. Imagine a Blood Rage double damage Ember.
Oh my god, that could actually win them a fight. Honestly, with a Crystallis, if he brings it in, like that can, one slide of Fist could turn the fight completely.
Or he could just get caught like this. Snowball coming in, Walrus punches there, survives. Oh, not long enough. Well, does have the double damage rune still. That's good.
Yeah. They're gonna go Roche maybe with this kill. They could.
Yeah, there is a Radiant Ward nearby, so maybe I'll scout it if they go. So NiP invade the Radiant jungle.
4 staff on Shaker. That's a huge item in this game. It's the only way to survive this axe initiation, I feel. Even the Tusk. So they need defensive items on support. Oh, they're going for the bounty. He found him. He could solo kill him actually.
Where are the spins here? Jonas Fun getting a couple, just enough for the dunk. Secures the kill.
And he's going Lotus Orb on axe. That's such a great item in this game. Like, it's great versus Sky, Bounty, and Bloodseeker.
Just I guess you can remove the track, the silences.
Silence.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
You can't remove the Rupture, but you could he could Rupture himself, and it's actually Rupture is the best counter Bloodseeker. So
as it turns out, yeah,
it's awful when you're Bloodseeker and you're Ruptured. Like it's the saddest thing ever.
And oftentimes you have the Blood Rage on yourself, which means you're taking even more Rupture damage.
You die right away, and you have 900 MS, but you can't run. So I mean, what's the point?
Could be terrible. Oh, I'm excited for this now. I want to see how well the Lotus Orb can work.
It's the best feeling in pubs when he ruptures himself. You're like, now what? Now run. Show me how fast you are.
Where are you now, Bloodseeker? Get wrecked.
It's a very nice feeling. So that Ember still has double damage. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Do they want to take a fight with this? Well, he'll clean up the wave. Once the Crystals, he could TP home, get it, but then he's pretty much going to use up the whole DD rune retreating. NiP are not afraid. They're pushing in mid. They want to get aggressive here, and Jackal gets caught by Lance. They could commit for this. Throwing out the Ice Shards, blocking him out really nicely, and now because it's such a good block, they snowball their way forward. He's just a bit too fast for the Queen of Pain ult. Would not have been able to catch him. Lotus Orb now completed as the PL illusions multiply, and PR are split pushing top, so they're going to give up this tower. Not letting the Ember take it for free, though. Axe TP's in. No. Fissure. He goes in now with the chains, jumping back. Handskin's going to follow, though, and he sucks in the Axe, who will have a blink available after this. He blinks out of the snowball, gets off the Battle Hunger, and with the follow-up nukes, might be enough to catch him. They're close. They've almost got him. Tries for the TP. A desperation move by Dayera. Not going to happen. Down he goes. And now they find the Bounty Hunter as well. More and more kills piling in for NiP. Oh, maybe not. No detection. Okay, he'll live. Did I lose you, Seb? All right, seems like we may have lost Mad here for the moment. So the battle rage is on. Not sure if he muted his mic by accident or something got unplugged. But Mad, if you can hear me, try restarting your audio. Nothing's coming through at the moment. Elsewhere, NiP. Oh, they catch Big Num trying to D-ward. He gets the D-ward, but at what cost? The cost of a lonely Skywrath. Meanwhile, the Echo Slam committed just for Arrow. He's got the Diffusal Blade, though. Should be able to get away. Lotus Orb even used to help keep him safe, and now they chase forward, looking for more dunks out of mana, though. He won't be able to get the kill the good old-fashioned way. He'll have to do it with auto attacks instead, and Cheshire Cat will go down in the end. Another kill. They just keep on breaking them in here on NiP, up to a 12k gold advantage, 10k experience lead, pressuring all the lanes and closing in on a potential 2-0 victory. Let's see if we can get Mad back here on the call.
Yep.
Hey, buddy. Back. Welcome back.
Yep. My cap for some reason. I mean, I didn't miss that action though. I was watching the. It wasn't really a team fight or just pick up, but
it was more of an execution. PR's funeral, really.
That's Jonathan Fanax though. I mean, we called that at the beginning of the game, and it's doing so much work, but it's so hard for PR to actually answer that aggression. I don't know. I don't feel like they have anything. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It kind of seems like I feel like their best chance is going to be holding high ground when they get that like potential big Echo Blood Right. You got the Blood Raged Ember going to work, but outside of the base, it seems very tricky for them to take fights.
They need that miraculous fight with bounty kills, you know, like that team wipe with 5 bounty kills, and then they're good to go. But I mean, I don't know if it's gonna happen because NiP they're so tanky, and again, it's a Tusk. That's a lineup, so. You know, you think you got him, but he's gonna get Graved, he's gonna get Snowballed, Force-Staffed, Lotus Orb.
Yeah, and if the Tusk wants a blink, he's close to it. His Axe almost finding the Ember. At which point he could just sit back, blink Snowball when the combo comes, and nobody dies.
Exactly, and I mean, you know, it's an Axe that's super tanky. It's a PL. That's probably the most evasive here in the game right now, and it's equipped with Aegis and Yules. So, you know, good luck.
Oh, Limp. He whiffed the ulti, and it's going to allow Big Num to get out safely. That's unfortunate.
That's the Big Num move. Silence it to TP out. We've seen it 10 times this game.
I guess the Yule Scepter may have been cooling down there. I'm not sure, but didn't get it off anyway. Now Hanskin scouting. He's trying to cancel some TPs here, but the Fissure Chainsaw comes out. Jackal decides to turn and fight, and now the Snowball dragging this Tusk back. He's actually snowballing on the hero that went towards the fountain, so it's not the direction the Hanskin was hoping for. As Jackal drops the Blood Right. Rupture as well. Knock it out. Off with your head, says Jonathan Fon.
Oh, that feels so good to see a Bloodseeker die to a dunk. That's, you know, that's how I feel all day long.
Tears to your eyes, tears of joy.
Just die. Just get wrecked. Explode.
Get wrecked, Bloodseeker fan shits.
Exactly. No, but I mean, that was, like, more seriously, that was miscommunication between the two players. They definitely had the kill on the Tusk, but Bloodseeker was probably like, I don't want to stay here. Like, we're going to kill the Tusk and then what? And then Shaker was like, can we just kill him? But since he started to TP out, I felt like TPing out was probably the right choice. He should have TP'd the first place. Like, he should have just killed him and TP out. But, well, I mean, sometimes when a game is as tough, you know, you might, like, two players might have different understanding of the situation.
Yeah, and there wasn't a whole lot of time to think about it there. That was kind of we have to have the mind meld or it's going to backfire.
You know, there's a monster with Force Staff, like Force Staff blinking towards you that wants to dunk you, so you don't really have time to stay there.
Oh, they're peeking around the corner here, trying to go for the... Oh, actually didn't change. Just sleight of fisting Hanskin once. Just, yeah, hey, buddy, we're here. We are here. And we could potentially try to kill you, but we're not going to.
And that Ember is not saving any buyback. They definitely want to go for this cute play. You know, I think they could even buy Rapier on Ember. He can buy a Rapier and just try one sleight of fist with Rapier and Blood Rage. He could actually get kills. I'm pretty sure he one-shots Dazzle for sure. He might even one-shot the Quap if he gets a crit. I'm pretty sure he can one-shot people. He can actually be so dumb. I think it's the play. I mean, go for desperate moves because right now this game is out of control. So go Rapier on Ember, try one sleight of fist and see how it goes. Pray the crit sword.
Yeah, and you win that one fight. Suddenly he's got it's probably 3-4 track kills. You've got then the Daedalus completed as well, and the game can just spiral out of control against NiP. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the play. You get Blink Rapier, and you just sleight of fist Blink out.
Oh, Blink, Echo, everything for Hanskin, and they club him down. Nicely done by PR. Now they got to get out. Blink, pop. Where's the Yules? No!
Yules?
No Yules.
Oh wow. Well, that was a bit of a misplay. He thought he had him, but it's not that big of a deal though. It's just a Sky support. It's fine. They created a lot of space though. They ported with a lot, and I mean, That Bloodseeker, I'm gonna say it again. Like, it's been twice. He's farming a lot, that's for sure. But I don't feel like he has an impact. This game is really tough, though. The last game I felt like he could do a lot, but this game is really tough for him. I
This
don't
game
know
is
how do you
partially just
itemize?
like the lanes and the draft where it feels like he can't do as much. But yeah, last game especially, I feel like he could have been
Yeah,
more
but-
active.
What is he getting? The double call. What a nice
Oh, Yona, some fun, making the plays. The big two-hero call, trying to turn this one and get away is Cheshire Cat, and now TP Nazera. He's going to dive this a bit, chasing on the Cheshire Cat even further. The Bloodseeker, though, will manage to kill off the Queen of Pain elsewhere in the fight, and now a secondary blade call. Yona, some fun, dunk number 1. He's got the move speed to try and run away. Quap, yeah, ended up dying way back in the mid lane. I think
I'm pretty sure Lim didn't see he was ruptured. I think that's what happened, and he just died to a blink.
Yeah, he blinked
think
and then
it's
I guess he
probably
didn't move or he didn't blink the max range, and you have to take
Yeah.
that like half step after you blink or you do take the rupture damage.
Yeah, exactly, right? If you blink max range, you don't take any damage. Is that right?
No. It's exactly you have to just move like there's like a I think it's 0.25 seconds where if you blink max range and move at all, then you don't take any damage. But if you just blink max range, you do, because it's exactly
okay.
1300, I believe.
I see. All right, that's interesting because we tried. I don't know with who I tried that with, but in some lobby games to see the interaction, for example, between Rupture and this in Glimpse. I thought I could one-shot people, so I was like, Rupture him and I glimpse him back to base and stuff like this, and he just gets one-shot, you know, when he's like, I don't know, 3k HP, whatever. But there's a maximum range, unfortunately, so you can't abuse it.
Rupture Glimpse
well.
is so dirty though. If it's not like the super
Yeah.
max range, oh god, that's such a painful way to die.
But then the range is almost always too high, and then he doesn't take any damage. So
The Rupture is
it's not a
great
comp.
against anti-mage though, because his blink has a lower range than Quap, so he always takes the damage
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
And of
The-
course,
the
you know, it's
interaction
pure
with Rupture
damage,
is
so
a bit
Spell
different.
Shield is useless against it.
Yeah, it's one of the best spells versus AM, that's for sure, at any stage of the game. But PR, they got a good fight. I mean, they got a good kill, I guess. It's I mean, Ember and Bloodseeker are catching up, but they didn't buff Ember once, so I don't think it's the strat actually.
No! 3,400 gold on the courier. What did it have? Oh, goodness. It got dunked. Hyperstone and the plate mail.
Wow. It's actually a very good item this game though. I think AC is really nice for Bloodseeker. It's a very nice choice from him. He had AC. It was ready actually. He had the gold.
Yeah, he is catching up here in terms of net worth. I mean, still 3k down, but you 1 or 2 good fights with track gold, and it's even.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't see it happening. I just haven't felt the firepower from PR. I don't see where the damage is gonna come from to kill all those heroes. Yeah. They can definitely kill one dude with like Echo and Silence and whatever, but I don't think it's enough to how to deal with the others. AC on Axe, well, that guy's a monster. Look at him.
Yeah, this is a safe lane Axe, 9, 2, and 7. He got slowed down a little bit with those 2 early deaths. He has not died since, as they will find the bounty hunter. There's a gem up now on Limp, but he kind of runs away from J4. A little bit awkward, doesn't matter. Just for good measure, another shot.
Oh, you know, this is like every game that guy plays on Axe. It's always this.
He just wrecks. He
He's-
just wrecks face.
He's like godlike or monster kill 30 minutes in every game he plays on Axe. I don't think I've seen him feed on Axe in a single game.
And unfortunately, even if they try to take this Roche fight, there wouldn't be track gold and super dangerous. They are not going to go for it. So, well, yeah, right. Mad, you mentioned the Rapier. He doesn't rush it. He does complete the data list. But Rapier has to be the next item, right? I feel like they just need the damage at this point.
Well, to me, I mentioned Rapier because, I mean, when you think you have a shot at winning the game, I mean, if you just feel like you're behind because you kind of failed or something, then going Rapier obviously is not the right choice. Especially because this is an elimination game for PR, so I just felt like the game was so hard and almost over that I felt like Rapier could give them a chance to come back, but they definitely feel otherwise, so I'm really... I'll be happy for them if they prove me wrong, so we'll see if that data list can do the job.
This
It's
is one of
pretty
those
much the same
crazy
as well.
games where like a team is so... Sometimes you have a game like this where you're 20k gold behind or 15k behind. It's like, yeah, this game's just over. There's no way they can come back unless they start feeding to the fountain. But this game is one of those ones, Seb, where it's like one bad fight can instantly turn the game on its head.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing versus the little guy with the hat, right? So if you fail once, you know he's gonna get like 10k gold, so...
Yeah,
You need
the
to be
little
careful.
little yellow goblin.
Yeah, it's awful. It's actually my least favorite hero right now. That dude that just goes after your courier.
And
Just
the crazy thing is,
attacks.
like, at least when Bounty Hunter used to get played, he was generally a core. So, like, I'm talking like a year ago or so, and so, you know, it's kind of a commitment. Like, and he doesn't offer you as much of team fights. But now that he's a support, you're not expecting him to necessarily be that big team fighter.
But you know, like that bounty, or I mean, oh my god, they're going for the Kairos. They're gonna get him. There's no silencing TPL. Yeah, right. You're done.
This is getting ridiculous.
I think honestly, I think that dunk is probably the spell I like the most in Dota. I guess the animation is so nice.
So
Such a
it's
relief when you dunk.
400 kill thresholds. What's Skyrath's HP now? It's probably not even 1,000.
Poor guy. But I mean, what I wanted to say, I think the Bounty Hunter is a very good hero right now because of the ward/sentry buff. The fact that you can eat sentries with a Tango, it makes the Bounty Hunter so strong because, you know, most of the mid laners, they have shared Tangos. So first of all, there's CD on Tangos most of the time when he goes with Bounty because you have very strong heroes mid, right? So when you play versus Lina, Quap, Leshrac, whatever, you're gonna have to eat through your region. There's no way you can save your Tango. Then Bounty just casually comes and removes the ward, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you're playing your mid without vision, and he has a lot of impact. I just feel like that buff Bounty so much, and that's okay. Actually, they're going on Era, and he's by himself completely.
He's got the Aegis, though. This is not an easy kill, and Diara's kind of hesitant about it. Shaker's in position here. They're going to try to hold the Fissure for a bit longer. Remnant out will come. Fissure off the mark. Era dodging that, and will retreat. Now the Force Staff. They're scrambling back, but elsewhere, yeah, that's a dunk again. Axe just wrecking fools here as Limp chases towards the well. They may look to close this game out. The Rapier is not an option yet. Diara went for the Blink Dagger. He's just trying to get some mobility, but this could be the end goal. They buy back the Bloodseeker. They know they need him. They need every little bit they can get to hold this.
Oh, he bludgeoned him. Let's see. He bludgeoned him. Let's go. Set of fist. But he has Butterfly. It doesn't do any damage. Gosh.
No, that hurts. Would love to be critting all over these illusions, but he's going to have to hit the creeps with that. And Sleight of Fist will clear up most of the wave, but they're in position here. Era on the high ground. And Shuriken dodging that as well. Again, great play here. Does get critted once. That hurts, but he'll hang on. Now Ruptured. And they throw out the Lotus Orb, but it looks like it was just a split second late there to rupture the Bloodseeker, unfortunately. Almost got him. Mystic Flare. Oh, Era's so low now. Great. Does he get a TP out? Is he going to stick around? Let's see. Shuriken bouncing. One more nuke. He could dodge this with a Doppelganger, though, it looks like. And he will do so. And, oh, God. Again, the chops, man. Execution of the Skarath Mage. I feel like we've seen this before. Now they're getting dragged in. They snowball deep on the Jackal. Walrus punching him up. Quap Bolt as well. He survives this. Remember, he bought back. Has to be careful not to die somehow, some way. Era still hasn't lost his Aegis. Somebody kill this man already. All right, they'll get him once. Can they do it a second time? There's the Blake. The call. Another dunk. He's got him. Just cleaving through their skulls. Brutal stuff, really, as the Shaker initiates snowballs there to turn this one around. Back onto Jackal, they go uppercut, and another chop again and again. He just keeps on getting them. Oh, he almost had another. Ran out of mana. And GG. That's it, Seb.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't have enough damage, honestly, and the lanes, God, they were lost so hard. And just great play by NiP. Honestly, I think they played a very solid game overall. Even game 1, they were some misplays and really good comeback from PR, but overall, I'd say pretty dominant performance from NiP. The second game, I think the draft was... I think they were outpicked PR completely, actually. So I think the game was really tough for them to win. So I didn't see any... I still don't understand what they were going for. So I don't really know, to be honest.
It felt like they just grabbed the Bounty Hunter right away. And I think they wanted the Queen of Pain that you mentioned, but very smart by NiP. They take the Quap, and then already Leshrac was banned, Lina was banned.
Lina too, yeah.
Yeah, so they didn't have like that kill combo in the mid lane, and then they go Shaker, just trying to secure, I guess, the off lane and get a good initiator. And then they ended up in this weird position where there's like no one good to go mid, so they end up with an Ember mid, and that just didn't seem like it could get the job done.
Yeah, actually, I felt like they were outpicked after the first phase. Like, they felt pressure to pick the Shaker against the PL, and Shaker Bounty is really not the combo you want to have, I feel. And then, as you said, they picked the Quap, Lina, Leshrac band. I don't know. Yeah, they just got outpicked, to be honest.
All right, Mad. Well, thank you so much for joining me and staying up to cast the games. Any shout-outs, anything you want to plug here before I let you go?
Nah, just shout out to everyone that was listening, pretty much. Everyone deserves a shout-out.
Okay, guys, be sure to follow him, of course. He is at fucking mad. Dota with a 7, and he's missing an I. I'll just put it in chat. It's probably easier that way. But Seb, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Of course, he is a part of the Monkey Freedom Fighters, and you can catch him, Sing Sing Arise, Sakshka, and Yapsor playing in the near future. What's your next tournament, buddy? Do you have anything coming up?
There's gonna be a lot coming up. I think the first one to come up is the defense on the 15th, I think. So that's gonna be the first, or maybe the Nanyang. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this the
Nanyang Championships. Yeah. I'm probably mispronouncing it as well, but
all right, I don't know how to say it, but that one, the qualifiers for Europe.
Okay, well, thank you again, Seb, for joining me, guys. Be sure to follow him. And with that said, that wraps up today's broadcast. At this point, only the semifinals and the grand finals await. So Power Rangers knocked out. NiP will face Golden Boys. 4 Clovers will face Foof Youngs, and then the winners will appear in the grand final. So all 3 of those matches will come your way tomorrow. I will be joined for those games by Winter, and PPD will be coming in to cast the grand final. So thanks again to Seb, as well as Peering Flex earlier today. And with that, guys, it's LD and the rest of the crew here signing off.